She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you a few ways we can draw some little models so we can kind of visualize our design, much like those fashion designers do. So just think, you're going to be your own little fashion designer today. As usual, before we get on into this video, don't forget to subscribe and also ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos and be part of the familia. And also check in the description box. I always put goodies, my social media links, and all that good stuff down there. So always check in the description box to see if there's anything new that I provide for you guys. Now, let's get on to it. By no means am I a professional, so I use just a pink mechanical pencil because, of course, why not? And this sketch notepad from Walmart. Here are some of my practice drawings that I either drew freestyle or from tutorials previous to making this video. Starting on a fresh new page, we are going to start our first drawing method, which involves using this wooden mannequin. Now, you can really buy this at really any store that has an arts and crafts section, and there are even other alternatives on Amazon like the one shown. However, I start by drawing a vertical line for the height of my model and a small horizontal line in the middle for the waist. I realized y'all couldn't see so far away, so I had to zoom in, so that's my bad. Like I said, vertical line for the height and small horizontal in the center for the waist. Now draw another horizontal line below the waistline and make it a little bit bigger because this is going to be our hip. Above the waist, draw another horizontal line that is relative size to the hip line because this is going to be the breast area. And then draw one more a little bit above the breast line and draw a little bit bigger than the breast and hip lines because this is going to be our shoulders. From the breast line to the waistline, you're going to draw a U, semicircle, or positive parabola for all my math geeks out there. Then from the waistline to the hip line, you'll make an upside down U or negative parabola. This is the mannequin's figure, ooh la la. So we'll get back to that later and let's get into the legs. I drew two slightly slanted lines and three circles on both lines to show where the hip joint, kneecap, and ankle will be placed. This also keeps our legs more uniform and within similar size for later. Starting from the left side of the first circle, you're going to draw a curve starting from the hip and draw a narrow curve to the knee circle. Doing the same thing but making a smaller and more narrow curve for the knee to the ankle, and for the feet I did not do anything special, so I just draw ovals. What is done on one side always has to be done to the other, so repeat these same steps all on your right leg. To draw the head is very simple. I just extend the vertical line that we created at the very beginning and then made a very small horizontal line to create a guide for our ovalish head shape. The arms are just like the legs. After you create the joint circles, you'll draw curved lines that narrow at each little circle and then draw an oval for hands. Once again, what you do on one side, you do to the other. Final touches are to connect the shoulder line, aka the collarbone, to the head to create our neck. Also connect both parabolas to create the waist. And once you're done, you can erase all the extra lines and circles inside the model. And if you want to add breasts, just add 2 curved lines in the breast region of your model. I decided to make my model a man because men are not well represented in the fashion industry. So I just made a little 6-pack instead of breasts. Method número 2 just consists of using a pre-existing photo that you've either taken of yourself or saved and used the same methods as the first section in this video. Now, I decided to draw the design of the outfit in the picture to show the process and how I draw the clothing. First, I start off by lightly outlining the silk flared pants and then erase all the content within the lightly drawn lines. Next, I drew the outline of the pants to make it more profound and added a waistband to the top of the pants, making sure that it's high-waisted just like the photo. To add depth and texture, I added lines and shadows throughout the pants and the waistline. I also did the same thing with the top, creating a crisscross design and adding light lines, shading for extra depth and texture to the breast and neck areas of the top. Finally, last but certainly not the least, method number 3, freestyle drawing. This is not too much different from the others in the techniques that I use. This is when you add your own flair to your drawing, being as comfortable and as fluid as possible. I love to test around with different poses and sizes on my models when freestyling. This one specifically, I wanted her to be a little Miss Thicky because hashtag thick women for the win. One tip that I would share when getting to the point where you can draw freestyle is the quicker the better. This is because we become more fluid in our actions and our drawings become more realistic and more us. Freestyle drawings may be the most imperfect drawing out of the 3, but I love it the most because it is the most flexible and you can make it how you want it / how you like it. In this drawing, I envisioned one picture that I took with my hands up and decided to attempt at the pose. In this section, you'll see that I made a lot of mistakes or second guessed in my sketching, but I left the clips in here to show that it's okay, we all screw up sometimes. Plus, I did not feel like going through 10+ minutes of footage to edit, so LOL. Therefore, when you got into this advanced part of the tutorial, just remember to relax and flow with the graphite of your pencil. And you've made it to the end. You're officially your own fashion designer. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope that the tutorial was easy enough for anyone to follow. I just wanted to add a little quick note that in this video, the techniques that I've used have worked for me. So with that being said, you make it however you want to make it. You don't have to follow the exact same way that I did it. You can put your own little flair to it. The whole basis of drawing our designs out in the first place is so that we can visualize it before bringing our designs into real life. Now, with those comments being said, I also want to add another little note that we need to practice. Like they always say, practice makes perfect, and the more you kind of get used to doing it, the more you kind of figure out what techniques work for you, what don't. And also you start discovering and getting more diverse into kind of like the different styles and how you draw. For me, I'm still kind of a beginner at this, and I'm getting used to it more and more. So it kind of takes me like 5 to 10 minutes tops to kind of come up with my design and the model and everything. The more you practice, the less time it's going to take, and the more time you have to get to sewing your beautiful creation. As usual, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos and miss out on the fun that we have on this channel. Lastly, in the link down below, I have a link to my Instagram. I want you guys to be sending in your drawings because I would like to post them on my Instagram page, and also just admire everyone's work. Beginner or not so beginner, please send in your work. And as usual, I hope to see everyone next time. Love you, babes.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa.